me tell you a little story real quick. Most people, when you mention Vincent van Gogh, you think of paintings such as these, like Starry Night, his sunflowers, his self-portraits, and so on. What a lot of people don't know is that out of more than 2,100 plus works of art, he only sold one in his lifetime, and that was 5 months before his death at a mental asylum, at which time he owned the modern day equivalent of about $78. Not what you would call a successful artistic career. However, no one familiar with Van Gogh's work today would call it anything but a success. A quick Google search showed me that his modern net worth is in excess of $679 million, and that doesn't just include his original works, but multiple derivative works. People are copying him. He's printed on mugs, pillows, posters, and wacky t-shirts just like this one. So who cares? Why do we care? And why is this part of this video? Well, I think it's an excellent object lesson, and I love telling it to my students because it illustrates the point so well. What we value today artistically may or may not be valued tomorrow. What is beautiful today may or may not be beautiful tomorrow. And today's trash may be tomorrow's treasure. So my first top tip for you as artists is don't judge your worth as an artist by what other people think. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Artistic value is in the eye of the beholder. Different circumstances come together to make an artist either famous or otherwise. Maybe they meet the right people, they posted at the right time, it's the right style, the right magazine had the right interviews. A lot of this happens apart from whether or not the artist has talent or education or knows what they're doing. Some artists are discovered just like out of the blue. So the moral of the story is do art because you like it. I tell all my students, if you're not enjoying what you're doing, what's the point? If you aren't doing art because it's an expression from something inside you, that it isn't doing something for you emotionally, it's not relaxing or enjoyable or something that you love, then there's really no point. If you're interested in making a career as an artist and you don't enjoy it, you might as well go off and do something that's more likely to pay off, because the vast majority of us are having a hard time making it, especially in this economy. The phrase starving artist ring a bell. There's a reason why that's in circulation, because it's really hard to make it as an artist. So make sure this is something that you enjoy. And yes, there are always going to be times when it's frustrating. You may want to give up. You may want to throw in the towel or crumple it up and throw it away. But as a whole, it should be something that brings you joy. And don't compare yourself to what other people do or say or think. Compare yourself to where you've come from. Other artists may have had better teachers. They may have had more practice time. They may have longer weekends to get stuff done. They may have been doing this since they were 2 years old. There are always going to be other people who have had better opportunities, better materials, or have been doing this longer, and they are fabulous. Don't compare yourself to somebody else's journey. Compare yourself to where you came from, because I guarantee you, whatever you're drawing today is a million times better than what you were drawing last year or what you will be drawing next year. It may not be as good as Fred over there, but do you have to be? If you are happy with what you're doing and you're doing your best, whatever that means for you, even if it's only 10 minutes on every Saturday that you're able to devote to your coloring or whatever fits into your schedule, it doesn't matter. What matters is your heart, and that you are willing to put in the work, you are willing to put in the practice, and that you enjoy what you're doing. It doesn't have to please anybody. Consistency is key, and quality over quantity. Don't judge yourself. Be kind to yourself. If you wouldn't say the things that you're saying to yourself to somebody else, like, ugh, that's awful, that you're terrible, you've got no talent, If you wouldn't tell that to your friends or your family, why are you telling it to yourself? You don't need that kind of negativity. Congratulate yourself from how far you've already come. I mean, look at you go. Go get them. You are doing this. You are learning about the materials. You're learning about how to use them. You're watching the tutorials. You're practicing, even if it's only 10 minutes on a weekend. And that's all you can do. That's the best you can do then. As long as you can go to bed at night, you can look in the mirror in the morning and say, I'm doing the best I can and I'm enjoying the journey. That's what's important, which takes me to my third and final point, is it's about the journey, not the destination. In the end, there will always be a better artist out there. There will always be someone who's cooler. I do this for a living, for crying out loud, and I'm always seeing people who are just like knocking it out of the park, and I'm like, oh, I'll never be that good. But I'm also better than I was last year. I'm still making mistakes, but at least I'm learning from them. But I'm enjoying it along the way. It's challenging, it's fun. I'm meeting cool people. I'm getting to create fun, beautiful paintings, and I wouldn't trade this for any other career. I mean, this is so what I was meant to do, and I love it. And I love that I'm getting to share it with y'all. Bottom line, if your skills are progressing more slowly than someone else's, don't take that as a reflection on your own ability or as a failure. That just means you're an individual. Your path is yours. Enjoy it. Don't judge yourself for what you don't know or what's difficult for some people to learn may be easy for others, and vice versa. I guarantee you have skills that other people are envying right now. Other people want to be you with who you are right now, and that doesn't just include art. But instead of being intimidated by other people's art, learn to appreciate it and their own journey and use it to inspire you for the greater heights of achievement. You are at a place in your life right now, you are someone else's goals right now. Even if it doesn't feel like it, someone else would love to be you and do what you're doing. Pat yourself on the back. You're doing this. You are doing this. Go for it. And don't let anybody else tell you that they don't like your art, therefore it has no value. You might, in some future time, be just like what everybody has to have. We don't know. So enjoy the journey, don't be too hard on yourself, and don't give up. Well, that's my spiel for today, so thank you for stopping by and watching this video. I hope you found it useful. If you have any questions or you have any ideas for future videos, of course, leave those in the comments below. I love reading your comments and your suggestions. As always, I appreciate it whenever y'all like, follow, subscribe, and all that stuff, so thank you. And I appreciate you coming and spending some time with me. I look forward to the next video. In the meanwhile, I wish you a great day and Happy New Year. So, bye. Oh, and before you go, if you would like to support this channel, you can do so by going to ko-fi.com and buy me a coffee. All the proceeds go directly back into the channel so I can keep making better quality videos. Thank you very much in advance. Okay, bye for real now.